When the future feels scary, when tomorrow feels too big to face, when your mind keeps asking, what if everything goes wrong? Stay here with me for a moment. Nothing needs to be solved right now. Nothing needs to be decided tonight. You are allowed to rest inside this moment. There is a quiet fear that visits many people at night. It whispers about time, about choices, about paths not taken. It shows you images of a future you cannot control, and your body tightens as if the future were already happening. But it is not happening. Not now. Take a slow breath. In and out. Feel the air moving through you without asking where it is going. Your breath does not panic about tomorrow. It simply arrives and leaves. You were never meant to carry your entire future at once. No human nervous system was designed for that weight. Life unfolds step by step, moment by moment, breath by breath. Yet the mind tries to leap ahead as if racing could create safety. It cannot. It only creates exhaustion. Maybe you feel behind. Maybe you feel unsure. Maybe everyone else seems to know where they are going. But what you are seeing is not certainty. It is movement. And movement is different from knowing. Let your shoulders drop just a little. You do not need a complete map tonight. You only need the next gentle step, the next honest breath, the next small moment of presence. The future is not a wall standing in front of you. It is a landscape revealed as you walk. You do not have to see the entire path to begin. Even the moon only lights a portion of the road, and still, travelers arrive. Sometimes fear of the future is really fear of not being enough, fear of failing, fear of choosing wrong, fear of being left behind. But you are not a single decision. You are a living, adapting being, capable of changing direction. Here are more paths than the mind can imagine, and you do not need to see them tonight. You do not need to understand your whole life. You do not need to figure out tomorrow, because the future is not asking for answers right now. It is simply waiting, patient and open. Let the questions rest. Let the pressure soften. Let the weight of needing to know slide gently off your shoulders. There is nothing missing in this moment. Nothing broken. Nothing that must be solved before you can rest. Imagine placing your worries outside the room, just for tonight. They will still be there tomorrow if you need them. But tonight, you are allowed to set them down. Feel how the body responds when it is not being pushed. Feel how the breath deepens when nothing is chasing it. Feel how the nervous system begins to slow when it is no longer on guard. You are not behind in life. You are inside it, and life unfolds at a rhythm the mind cannot control. Let yourself drift in this unfinished space. Let yourself rest without knowing what comes next. Let yourself be held by the quiet between answers. And very gently, begin to notice what is here instead. The softness of the air, the quiet surrounding you, the simple fact that you are breathing. Nothing else is required. Nowhere else to go. No one to become before you are allowed to rest. And from this stillness, very slowly, let your awareness turn inward. Rest your hand over your heart. Feel the gentle warmth beneath your palm. Not the idea of your heart, the real rhythm. Steady, quiet, faithful. It has been beating for you since before you knew fear, before you knew doubt, before you learned to worry about tomorrow. It does not rush. It does not panic. It does not ask for guarantees. It simply continues. Notice how your chest rises without effort. Notice how the breath arrives on its own. No planning, no control, no prediction. Just the quiet intelligence of life sustaining you. Let your hand rest there a little longer, as if you are reminding your body that it is not alone. As if you are saying, without words, I am here. Not the version of you trying to solve everything. Not the version of you trying to be strong for everyone. Just the quiet presence of being alive. Your heart does not measure success. It does not compare timelines. It does not replay yesterday or predict next year. It stays here, inside this moment, beating gently in the only place life ever happens. If fear about the future tightens your chest, feel your hand softening that space. If your breathing has been shallow, allow it to deepen slowly, without force. The body relaxes when it feels safe, and safety begins with gentleness. You are not required to carry the future in your muscles. You are not required to brace yourself against tomorrow. Tonight, your only responsibility is to rest inside this breath. Feel the slow rhythm beneath your palm, like a quiet drum guiding you back to the present, back from racing thoughts, back from imagined disasters, back from timelines and expectations, back to now. There is something deeply reassuring about placing a hand over your heart. It is a gesture older than language, a gesture of reassurance, of comfort, of protection, as if your body recognizes, I am held. Even if the future is uncertain, this rhythm is steady. Even if your path is unclear, this beat continues. Even if you feel lost, life is still moving through you. And that is enough for this moment. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let the small muscles around your eyes rest. Nothing is required of you right now. You are allowed to simply exist. Stay here a little longer, with the warmth beneath your palm, with the breath moving slowly, with the quiet reassurance that life is still holding you. You do not need to solve your life tonight. You do not need to know the ending. You only need this breath, this rhythm, this moment.